the All Signs. I said it was going to be an hour, and I know I've been longer, but I thought dinner's nearly ready. I'll have dinner, have a chill, and then I'll just get the 6 signs done. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo and Virgo were done this morning. So if you're interested in any of those signs, they're on the last live. We're now going to do Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces, okay? Oh, let me light this candle. It's meant to be like cookies scented. It's got a double wick, has it? Oh, we're about to find out. That looks weird. I also got these candles. Look at these. Cute. Oh, and look. How sweet is this? I saw this and I couldn't leave it. Oh my god. Little goat. Little mountain goat, and it's got a ski mask. It's cute. I'm not leaving that. That's coming home with me. Impulse buys are the best kind of buys. I think because I used to live in the Alps, it spoke to me. I just need it. My friend Gemma will understand. Oh my god, she messaged me and I forgot to message her back. I must message her. And she's a Libra, that's why I'm thinking of her. Right, let's have a few shuffles. I'm fed and watered. I've had a break. I'm using the stained glass tarot deck. It's really beautiful. Hi, welcome in. I'm not taking private questions. These are collective readings by zodiac sign, okay? So you can watch your sign, watch the sign of your person, or both. Okay, spirit guides, the universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. How is Libra feeling in this first week of December 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Libra's feeling first of all, please. The 9 of Swords. Ooh, okay, so the 9 of Swords is, well, it's anxiety, it's fear, you know, sitting up at night, unable to sleep. Something's been worrying you, I think, for a while now. It's quite heavy on your mind, Libra. If you're Aries, Juicy J, if you're Aries, I did that in the last live, but you're welcome to watch the sign of your person as well. I did the first 6 signs this morning. So you can go out of this live and look at the lives playlist if you want to see that. It won't be time stamped yet though. I have to wait for the video to finish processing before I can timestamp it. But you know, Aries is number 1. Page of Pentacles reversed. Not wanting to invest. Okay, the Page of Pentacles upright is when you're looking to put your pentacle somewhere, like, who should I invest in? When it's reversed, it's like, no, I'm not putting my pentacles, you know, anywhere. The Eight of Pentacles. So I think you're focused on your own future at the moment, your own growth and expansion. You're not looking to invest into another person, per se, but your own future, Libra. For Aries, you need to go out of this live. And then if you look at the playlists, in the lives playlist, it's the most recent video that I did. It's got the same thumbnail, you know, a poinsettia plant. That's okay. The Chariot reverse. So someone's showing up for you, Libra, with the Chariot reversed. Now, the Chariot, when it's upright, is the major arcana for Cancer. You're welcome. When it's reversed, it's failure, loss, or defeat at the last minute. Okay, so someone was very determined. They were out to get what they want. They were out to achieve a certain goal or aim, you know, just as the Emperor does. Something highly important to them, but there was failure, loss, or defeat at the last minute. If the lights are annoying, let me know and I'll pause them, but they're just flashing because that's what they were left on earlier. Six of Pentacles upright. Someone's looking for fairness, equal give and take. When we've got the Six of Pentacles, there's 3 pentacles put in from one person and 3 pentacles put in from another. You know, 6 is an even number. So pentacles being investments of time, money and energy. We're looking for equality, fairness, you know, teamwork. Hi, Simana. Hi, SHS. Nat. I'm just saying hi. Kashish. You can't find it. It's there. You have to close this live and then look at my channel and it'll say videos and it'll say lives, and I think, well, that's how it looks for me. There's like tabs across the top. Sorry if I'm stating the obvious, but and then it'll be the most recent video. It probably won't have a thumbnail actually if it's processing. You should be able to watch it though. It might look blank or something. But it'll say weekly AllSigns and it'll have a Christmas tree and a Santa on the title. Like this does. The King of Pentacles reversed. So the King of Pentacles reversed, okay, when it's upright, it's someone who's well aware of their responsibilities. They pay the bills, the rent, the mortgage. They're a provider. They probably have dependents, probably have children. They could be married. They don't have to be. But it's a very Pentacles kind of practical reading here. You know, you're holding a pentacle there. You're building up 8 of Pentacles there. They've got the 6 of Pentacles here, and then they've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about practical living now. This is a very generous person, you know. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. When it's reversed, these pentacles are falling out of the wallet. Okay, so money could be tight. Or they could have a lot of outgoings, like more than usual. So we've got Cancer energy, we've got Earth energy. Gemini was done in the last live, okay? I did the first 6 signs of the zodiac this morning, so you'll need to find that live in the lives playlist. The moon reversed, okay? So this is in the outcome. The moon, when it's upright, is the major arcana for Pisces. When it's upright, it's about being afraid but doing stuff anyway, okay? So we've got fear, things are unknown, things are not illuminated, they're in the dark, it's scary, okay? But in the story of the major arcana, the fool realises that he must proceed anyway. You know, it's like going for your first day in work, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? But you do it and then you think, God, wasn't that bad? It was all right. Same if you go on a first date or a blind date or something, you know, you don't know what's going to be like, but you've got the opportunity, so go, okay? When it's reversed, fears become too much, okay? We're too fearful and we're not willing to proceed. The Judgment card, there's a call to action now. Hi, Syed. Hi, the Inner Wisdom. That's a nice name. Let's get one more. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles upright is someone that's abundant by themselves. They don't need to be in a relationship. They've got enough. They can pay their own way with the Nine of Pentacles. This is a single card, single energy. The Ten of Pentacles is when two people put their money together. They create lasting generational wealth. You know, money for children, money for parents. The Nine of Pentacles is single energy. It's like, I'm happy by myself. I can pay my own way. You know, she's under this. It's like an orchard, isn't it? Or a grapevine, and she's just picking like pentacles from it. She's got enough. She's got plenty. I love the artwork on these. I'm not taking personal questions. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. You can watch your sign or the sign of your person. The first 6 signs were done this morning. I'm doing Libra 3 to Pisces now. In fact, if that's a grapevine, she's got wine from that, hasn't she? That's definitely a cup. So let's just take stock of these cards again. King of Pentacles reversed. Unwilling to invest. Determined to reach certain goals for oneself in the future. Reaching a single energy, Nine of Pentacles. Let's get a message from this person. These are no contact cards, but it's what they would say to you. This is I got this from the supermarket before. It's you know, like when you've got cookies in the oven, it's meant to smell like that. I don't want to burn myself. I'm not taking personal questions. These are collective readings. Missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. Okay, whoever this is that's showing up in your reading, Libra, they really miss you. They don't like how things have gone. Let's get another message from them. I want to meet up with you. Ooh. They want to meet up. What does this person like or love about Libra? Hi, Mohammed. I'm not doing individual questions or cards. It's collective reading. So you just watch your sign or the sign of your person or both. I'm currently on Libra. I did the first 6 zodiac signs this morning, okay? So now it's Libra 3 to Pisces. I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. Wow, okay. This person doesn't just fancy you. They believe that you're the right person for them. It could be an ex-spouse or it could be someone that sees mega potential in this, or someone that you've actually been dating that you've had a period of separation from. Let's have a look. What's the nature of this connection, please? I mean, you're not seeing them right now because you're showing up as a single person with the 9 of Pentacles and it says missing you. So it's someone you've not been in contact with. It could be, you know, head of a household, third party situation. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. Ooh, that's tea. They want to meet up, but someone's interfering with this connection. It could be another lover, it could be a child, it could be a friend, a member of this person's family. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. What is going on here? I said, what's the nature of this connection? And it says, release your ex. This is the romance of a lifetime. What on earth? Third party situation. 2 people are showing up here. Maybe this person needs to release their ex. It's a bit confusing, that one, isn't it? I don't know whether to get a different clarification deck then to just see what's going on here. Who is this person? Oh my god, a gold digger. They want your money being used. This person could have someone attached to them, you know, that's receiving money from the one that wants to be with you. They're like a source of, you know, financial, what's the word? Financial security for someone else. That's why they don't want them to get with anyone. Does it resonate? Brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. Short but sweet, can't last. It looks like you've potentially got involved with someone who was taken or not fully separated from another. Or you had some sort of, you know, like passionate start with someone and then it stopped because it can't go anywhere. And it's to do with like financial ties to another person. Someone's dimming the full potential of this relationship. Yeah, I'm Libra moon and this is resonating with my twin flame journey, you know. Wishful thinking, having lofty ideals leads to a letdown, be realistic. It could have been unrealistic, you know, the timing of this or how you met, thinking that you could have a relationship out of it. Oh, do you know what I really want? Like a really nice candlelit bubble bath. Fulfilling a fantasy. Someone really enjoyed the passion that they had with you. They don't regret that. Sick and tired, cycles, over it, decision made. Where's that come from? Good Lord. Decision made. I was doing this in school, like really random accents were coming out. I've got to just laugh it off because it's just weird. Decision made. Oh God. Yeah, getting back to business, guys. There's some sort of pattern and it's just pissing you off, to be honest. You're over it. You're over being jerked around, confused, off and on. Silence is its own kind of confession. Shit. This is freaking me right out, you know, because mine's gone silent with me. Come to India, marry me, make lots of children, half me and you. Why are you saying that? Oh, he's writing filthy stuff. I've had a few people like that here. Can't be having stuff like that here on a Sunday. Not any day of the week, actually. You know what, if people are horny, why don't they go to find a website for horny people? I don't get it. It's like going into a church or a mosque or a temple and being like, oh, show us your tits or something. It's like, why are you doing that? So inappropriate. You couldn't be more out of place, mate. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. Oh my God. There's something going on here. You're not going to like what you find out, you know. I don't know if you're going to like what you find out. This person fucked you around, honestly. It's not turning out to be what you wanted it to be. If you want a personal reading, it's £18. I don't take personal questions in lives, and I don't pull cards for people either, okay? Just so you know, this is collective readings. They're love readings by zodiac sign. But I can do readings about anything. If you pay £18, I can film you something and send it to you within 2 days. My email's in the channel description, so you can arrange payment there, payment to PayPal, or ask me for my payment details, or you can private message on TikTok or Instagram, because I know some people are interested in finance readings or the outcome of certain things, but I don't mix that into love readings, okay? Let's get you some advice then. Libra. Invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Okay, so that's an invitation to speak positive affirmations and say, I want love, I deserve love, and I will have love. I want to be successful, I deserve to be successful, and I will be successful. Do you know what? I haven't said positive affirmations to myself for a long time, so I'm definitely going to do that today. And you can, let's do some Palo Santo now, because this is really good for bringing in abundance, whether it's love, finance. When you speak positively, you know, you keep your vibrations high, but you're also letting the universe know what it is that you're wishing for at the moment. For example, if someone's pissing you off and you feel a lack of trust and you're like, they're messing me about again, I knew it was going to be like this, I knew it'd go this way, I'm so stupid. You kind of muddy up your heart chakra. And so if you're wanting love, that's not going to come in, is it? So it's okay to acknowledge that someone's let you down, but you can say, I understand that this might not be my person, or I understand that I'm happy without this person, or my happiness is not dependent on the outcome of this, you know, relationship. If we're meant to be together, please encourage them to approach me, or please give me the strength to get through this time solo until the timing is right. Because sometimes it's bad timing, or sometimes this person just isn't your person, you know. But it doesn't mean that you don't want love anymore, or that you don't deserve love, or it's not going to happen for you. So we need to remember to speak positively and ask for the things that we want. You know, or you could just not focus on them at all and just clear your mind and say, I really want someone who's reliable. I really want someone who is considerate of my feelings, you know. A reciprocal love, a healthy love. Faith, I am confident I will achieve my goals. There you go, positive affirmation. I live in the present and have faith in the future. You could say that to yourself. I live in the present and I have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. All of that is beautiful. Shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul. That's a lovely thing to say. And I discover the light that dwells in me. Okay, so that's having faith in yourself. Knowing that you are bringing much to this planet, you know, by being here. They're lovely, these cards. These are Healing Energy Oracle. They're really nice. We're just on the end of Libra. I did the first 6 signs this morning on a different live, and I've just started the second of the 6 signs now. The part 2, that's what I mean. I've started part 2. Do you know what? I didn't have my wellies, and then I thought I need to go to the supermarket, so I walked around the supermarket. But I really wanted my wellies, but it's like if I'd gone to my sister's to get them. I remembered that they're probably in the back of her car from bonfire night. And the light goes really fast here in the UK, doesn't it? So I thought I'll go to the shop. But I was just glad not to stay sitting here because it's not good for me to sit for that long. So I appreciate the break. My legs used to swell up really bad and then they'd just stay like that. And I thought, oh my God, that's not good. The Cosmic Seed. I've never had this one before. Your potential is limitless. Plant the seeds of your dreams and nurture them with love. Wow. You're on this planet to achieve big things, Libra. Okay, so don't let this get you down. Don't let it disrupt what you're here to do. Okay? So let's see this. We'll get a divine timing in a moment. Oh, how similar is that? Look at the stencil for Libra and then look at this. Body wisdom. Listen to your body's wisdom to understand and care for your needs. Body perception and wisdom. Yeah, if you're feeling tense in any part of your body, if you're having aches and pains, it's probably that you are actually quite stressed about this. It is bothering you. You know, because I think what we're quite good at doing is pushing thoughts to the back of our mind, but then it's sort of latent, isn't it? It expresses itself as like physical symptoms. Especially when if you ever try to like get to sleep when you're really uptight about something, really nervous, and you're so tense in every part of your body. Okay, so this will be getting to you, but you're doing a really good job of finding your own abundance and not needing anyone else, okay? That's in your outcome. I think that's the judgment that you've made on this situation, Libra. You know that it's not safe to proceed, like, down this track. Yeah, it said third party situation, didn't it? So if Libra's looking for love, whether it be this person or a different person, when is love going to blossom and bloom for Libra? Give us a clue, please. Stay positive. Okay, stay positive about it. It's happening. Sooner than you expect. Okay, do not stress over it, definitely. Okay, let go of it. Things will unfold as they're meant to. Oh, yeah. Spirit doesn't want you to know, okay? Some things are supposed to be a beautiful, story that you don't have a prelude to, that you don't get any sort of like forewords about. You're just supposed to stumble upon it and it unfolds, okay? Like a beautiful love story does. With a meet cute and all the rest of it, okay? So, although you like to know things in advance, please don't spam the chat with questions, because I don't take personal questions, okay? I will just end up hiding you. These are collective love readings by zodiac sign, so you watch your sign, or the sign of your person, or both. If you watch each week, you'll see the narrative unfolding, okay? And that should answer your questions. But if you ever want a private reading, they're £18 and there's a 2-day turnaround time. You can email me. It's in the channel description, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks' time, with monthly health readings, monthly finance readings, and a How to Read Tarot series as well. Collective readings for love will remain free, and they are weekly. That's my spiel. Okay, so it's going to happen sooner than you think, and Spirit wants you to stay positive about love. Okay. That's your message, Libra. If you liked this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Super chats are fine, but if you are going to super chat, or you're thinking of super chatting, please click on the PayPal link in the channel description instead to donate, because when you do a super chat, you think I'm getting all the money, but half of it goes to YouTube, so it's quite a greedy percentage, that. So I'd rather you actually donate, okay? But you don't have to give me any money. It's just a little note bene. I can't believe it's the start of another week. OMG. Not yet, not yet. We're not going to live in the future. We live in the present. Look what I bought when I was out. It's an impulse buy. I'm Taurus, so I need lots of things. I need lots of stuff. Okay, it doesn't have to make any sense. It's just that I used to live in northern Italy, in the Prealps, and this just makes me think of, makes me think of Switzerland, Bolzano, Bergamo. It's cute. So we'll have to display that goat when it's time for Capricorn, won't we? Okay, on to Scorpio. I like the way he's got a little ski mask on. I can do a private reading, but you'd have to pay £18 for it, turquoise. These are collective love readings, so you can watch your sign or the sign of your person. But yeah, I do readings for business, education, finance, health, who were you in a previous life. I can do readings for anything, but they're £18. I won't interrupt the collective reading for that. It would be a 2-day turnaround time, and I can send you a private link to a YouTube video that's pre-recorded. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Scorpio's highest good. How is Scorpio feeling in this first week of December 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? Oh dear, excuse me. The 3 cards, how Scorpio's feeling. You know what I was thinking about when I made that mistake? Was like how that looks like a lobster, but it doesn't. I never know which way up to sit that card, you know. Three cards, how Scorpio's feeling, let's see. The 4 of Cups reversed, so you're becoming open to offers of love once again. When the 4 of Cups is upright, it's actually negative, okay? Because it's rejecting offers of emotion from others. When it's reversed, it's a positive reversal. This means we're becoming open to love again. Right, in the challenge position, we've got the 2 of Swords. So, how pretty is this card, by the way? She's got her, her blindfold on. Her body language is closed. This is someone that doesn't want to deal with things, okay? See, that's the challenge. Like, you want love, but you may be not bold enough to put yourself out there just yet. The 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. So maybe you're not over someone. Maybe you want your ex back, okay? Because the 8 of Cups is you walking away from a relationship. Are they hot air balloons? That's so pretty. I don't know what that is. The 8 of Cups reversed is when we don't want someone to walk away from us. Okay. You still want the ex, Scorpio. Let's get 3 for the one that's showing up for you. The Ace of Swords reversed. Someone's got secrets, okay? Someone's not opening up, or they're unclear what they want. The Ace of Swords upright is major clarity, major revelation, the truth, a major confession. Okay, swords are thoughts or communication. So the opposite of that is keeping a secret or not knowing what you want. The Tower reversed with the Page of Cups reversed. Ooh. See, the Page of Cups can be an expression of emotion. That could include an apology, or it could just be, you know, I really care about you. The Tower is major change. Aries energy, you know, old structures coming down, being replaced by new. You know, towers are like, I don't love you anymore, or I'm making you redundant, or you're being, you know, relocated, or we've got to leave everything because, I don't know. There's a tsunami coming. It's some sort of like major, like life's never going to be the same again. A tower. So if we're trying to stop a tower from falling, we're not going to express to someone how we're feeling. Okay. Yeah, that goes with the fact that they've got that sword close to their chest, like they're not revealing, they're not communicating, they're not expressing feelings. I think this person doesn't want to break your heart, you know. The Seven of Cups, but they're at a crossroads in their life. The Seven of Cups is like, sometimes you're seeing that when you're still in a relationship and you're thinking, where is my life going? Like, am I on the right path? What do I want for myself? You know, it's looking at a blank canvas and getting ready to paint, but you got to think what you want to paint first. So sometimes we're contemplating that whilst we're with someone, and sometimes we're contemplating that, you know, after an ending, but it looks like this person is avoiding doing what needs to be done and saying what needs to be said. You're in denial. You don't want it to be over. Oh, let's get 3 for the outcome. The King of Wands reversed. The King of Wands upright is someone who's confident, assertive, they know what they want, they create goals and they go for it. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, Wands are fire. So it could be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. When the King of Wands is reversed, they've lost confidence, they're more passive. They are perhaps afraid to lead or go for what they want. It's a more passive energy. The Magician, the Queen of Cups reversed. The Strength card, the Hangman. The Hanged Man in the upright position is someone that's trying to see another point of view. So they've turned themselves upside down to literally do that. Okay, it's someone that doesn't want to make any rash moves in case they've got the wrong idea. The Strength card, major for Leo, is someone that doesn't, you know, they don't want to show their fierce temper. They're trying to be emotionally strong and exercise self-control. The Queen of Cups, when she's upright, is someone who's got that clear heart chakra. You know, they're patient, forgiving, understanding, emotionally intelligent. So the opposite of that could be cold or over-emotional or unhealed, you know, unforgiving, bitter, holding a grudge, depressed, you know, it's like emotions out of whack, unhealed. The Magician's someone that has all 4 aces. They have all the tools to succeed. So the fact that it's in combination with these suggests that I think this is you trying to find a way to persuade this person not to go. But they're already looking in their mind like, what is it that I want, you know? Who do I want to be with? Where am I going next? Where's my life going? Now we've got the Star card upright with the 6 of Swords reversed. The 6 of Swords... The 6 of Swords, when it's upright, is getting into a boat and setting sail for somewhere new. It's leaving the past behind. That's reversed though, so there's like unfinished business, and then it's to do with wish fulfillment or an Aquarius, okay, because this is the major arcana for Aquarius. But the Star is healing and wish fulfillment, so there's unfinished business here. This conversation needs to be had about where things are going. Let's get a no contact message. Hi Praveen. Hi Anna Carol. Run away? Would you pack a bag and meet me in Hawaii? I just want to get away from the world and be alone with you. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, does it? Because this person is trying to stop a tower from falling. They know they're at a crossroads. They're not expressing themselves. They're not saying anything. Has something made them feel like they can't do this, this is hopeless, they don't have the resources, or they don't, or someone's telling them they're not allowed? Let's find out. I'm sorry for what I said. I'm not stable right now, let me fix this. I see signs about you everywhere. This person's not moved on, but what is the issue then? What does this person like or love about Scorpio? I feel at home with you. Well, why are they not speaking up? Run away with me. I feel at home with you. I'm not stable right now. Let me fix this. What's the nature of this connection, please? I hate this on programs, but you know when someone lies as well and they say, I don't want to be with you, but they actually do, and they're trying to protect them from something. Love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. Interesting one. calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You both want to be back together. Or you both want to stay together. So what's the interference? What's the challenge? Closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. They're not saying how they feel. Why? I've done the Leo reading. It was done this morning. Or you're saying that this could be involving a Leo. Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. Recording, announcing, expressing, revealing truth. Ooh. That goes with that Ace of Swords reversed. Someone needs to reveal the truth. What they would say to you is that they want you to run away with them. They just want the two of you to be together. Your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. Someone needs to break free. How did we go from everything to nothing? Every person who leaves takes away something you no longer need. There are things I never got the chance to tell you. I'm like, I need to know. What is it? What is it? I need to know. Hang on, that one's annoying me because it's turned over. This is coming out like every reading, this one. And it's so weird because I never had it before today. Juices, fed up, cutting ties, walking away. If this person doesn't open up, if they don't tell you what's going on or how they feel about you, if they just sit thinking this shit and they don't tell you it, they're going to lose you. You're like heavily on this person's mind, you know. Let's get you some advice. Whoops. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. Nurture wisdom, love, and goodness. Okay, so we're not going to think negatively. Focus on yourself until this person, you know, makes their move. And if they don't, you haven't lost because you continue to invest in yourself. Yeah, self-care, look. If beating yourself up worked, you'd be thin, rich and happy. So try loving yourself instead. Wow. Wow. So you've had some pretty negative self-talk, okay. You're headed for success, okay, and you are calling in a soulmate. This person could be a soulmate, but they're going to have to reveal the truth. They're going to have to put themselves out there, or it's deuces, see you later, you know. Sometimes you've just got to be free in the knowledge that you've given something 100%. You can't do anything more than that. The Stargate, a new opportunity is opening for you. Walk fearlessly into the future. You've got success and the Stargate, you know. You're going places. This person with their messing could have been holding you back and distracting you. Emotional healing. Heal emotional wounds to release past pains and soothe your heart. Sacred contract. Follow your sacred contract to fulfill your soul's mission and purpose. There's something really important that you're to focus on, you know. There's some kind of business or profession or talent that you've got. Some kind of role in this life. You don't want to be distracted from that, guys. If Scorpio is to focus on someone new, when will that person come in? Have faith. So you're just supposed to trust, you know. Okay. So, yeah, this person, the ball's in their court. If they don't speak up, you know, they're going to lose you either way. So, whether they feel at home with you, you know, they're not being honest with themselves, or they're saying, like, let's run away together. Why can't you openly be together? I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? So, if they don't speak up, you know, that's a choice in itself, isn't it? Too fucking bad. Well, you've got some sort of like major success that you're going to go forwards to. So it's all good for you either way. Take care. I hope you like this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Instead of a super chat, you can click the donate link in the channel description. And the payment goes directly to me then and not to YouTube, because they take out 50% and don't tell you otherwise. So, like, I'm just mentioning it because I don't want that happening. I don't want you thinking you've given me a tenner and they've taken £5 out of it. It's daylight robbery. It's so frustrating when people don't just communicate like what they want, or like, you know, they just disappear for weeks. Like, I don't get it. You're not in alignment. You're not allowing yourself to be authentic and live in alignment with how you're actually feeling. And who wants to live like that? Okay, we're going to be going on to Sagittarius. Then Capricorn, then Aquarius, and then Pisces, okay? So Sagittarius next. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. They are, I think I priced them at $5.99 a month. I've just got to sort out some more paperwork to do with that. That's why they're not ready yet. But there'll be monthly finance readings, monthly health readings, which are really popular when I have done them, and more popular than the love readings, in fact. And a how to read tarot series as well. So yeah, look out for those. If you want a personal reading, they're £18. It'll be pre-recorded, and you'll receive a link to a YouTube video that only you can see. You can watch it as many times as you want to at your leisure. Lots of people like to watch them more than once, you know. There's really nice testimonials on my community page from my existing clients. If you are interested in a private reading, you can direct message on TikTok, Instagram, or email me. It's in the channel description. Turnaround time's 2 days at the moment. I'm going to light my candle again, you know, because just in case it's putting cookie smell around the house. I bought it just before I was at the supermarket. I got these as well. Look how cute these are. If the flashing lights are annoying, tell me and I'll make them static. Okay, one more shuffle. I don't take personal questions in these lives. These are collective love readings, okay? They're weekly. You watch your sign or the sign of your person. They're not personal readings, okay? Just watch your sign or the sign of your person to see what resonates. I'm just going to hide anyone that's spamming. I don't take questions in the chat. You can have a private reading if you want to. I don't need to shuffle again. If you want to explore that, it's the email address is in my channel description. It's £18 and it'll be pre-recorded. I can do it about health, wealth, love, relocations, business, ideas, anything, or a general past, present, future to see what shows up for you in the next few months. But yeah, I don't interrupt the lives to take questions or pull cards for people. Oops, not that one. Okay, so Sagittarius, you have got the Chariot reversed with the Six of Pentacles upright. Okay, so there was failure, loss, or defeat at the last minute when it comes to having something fair, having something equal. Okay, because Six of Pentacles, Pentacles are increments of time, money, and energy being put into a connection. 6 is an even number, okay, so it's wanting fairness, wanting equality, wanting 50-50. The Chariot, when it's upright, it's the major arcana for Cancer. You know, the Emperor jumps into the Chariot, he's determined to succeed, there's some sort of ultimate goal or aim, and you know, it's to defend territory or claim new territory. It's making big moves, but there was failure at the last minute when it comes to getting your half of something or getting fairness in a situation. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. It's in the channel description, jen3585@gmail.com, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. These are collective love readings, okay? So I don't interrupt them to pull cards or take personal questions. King of Swords reverse. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You've moved into a very masculine energy, okay? Masculine energy is all about the greater good. Feminine energy is about nurturing each individual person in a family or a community. It's concerned with, you know, the individual well-being of others. A more masculine energy is like, what is the right thing for the greater good? Okay, so we may have to sacrifice some people's feelings or some people's resources in order to get the overall picture right. Okay, do what's right for the town, do what's right for the collective. So swords are knowledge and communication. A King of Swords, when they're upright, is about their humanitarian kind of ways and looking out for the collective, trying to do what's right. You know, swords are commonly associated with justice, truth, honor, being clear, being transparent, being factual. You know, King of Swords are fantastic writers, orators, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but when it's reversed, the opposite of being a good communicator is being someone who uses harsh words, speaks harsh truths, is a manipulator, a liar, or someone who blocks communication, okay? So you could have blocked someone, or you could have really given someone what for and used some really harsh truths to get through to them. It's about planning and strategy, you know. Life is a chess game to someone who's in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Things are planned well in advance. It's not about acting on a whim or being slow, but it's about, by the time I actuate something, I've thought about it for several weeks or months in advance. You know, it's someone who's very strategic, very intellectual, forward thinking, forward planning. But in the reverse, it's using that against someone. The Strength card reversed. It's taken its toll emotionally. This could be causing a lot of, you know, mood swings, outbursts. This is fire energy. You know, it's the major arcana for Leo. You know, lions are physically strong, but emotionally, they could roar. They could really lose their temper. They can be terrifying. So you could be really struggling to keep a lid on your emotions, and it's to do with a lack of fairness. It could literally be to do with money. You could be having to be strategic. You could be losing your temper. I don't take personal questions in the chat. The anime flex. You're welcome to book a personal reading. Or you can watch your sign or the sign of your person, okay? These are collective readings by zodiac sign, and we are on Sagittarius. The Nine of Pentacles upright is someone who's single and abundant. Okay, so this person that's showing up in your reading is coming across as having plenty, you know, and they're fine being single. They're happy being single. This is, it's like a great fine, you know, and they've got plenty of wine in that cup. And there's pentacles all around, ready to be picked. How nice are these cards, by the way? It's the Stained Glass Tarot deck off Timu. Three of Pentacles upright and the Four of Cups upright. This person wants teamwork, they want community, they want collaboration, cooperation. They want each person in a team to be putting in their time, money and energy. But they're closed off to love. Okay, so this is purely partnership now, like almost like a business partnership. The Five of Pentacles reversed. The Five of Pentacles upright is like two paupers that need refuge in a church. You know, they're trying to get inside. They're trying to get salvation, get help. There's snow outside, it's cold. Five is like a very depressing number in tarot because five is like Five of Cups is grief, sadness, loss, regret. Five of Swords is arguments. Five of Wands is conflict, like battling, fighting, whether it's internal conflict or external conflict with others. The Five of Pentacles is really like suffering in terms of time, money, or energy. It's being in a state of lack. Okay, so a lack of money, a lack of time, a lack of someone's attention or energy being put into you. When it's reversed, we're getting recovery from that. This person is like very much, you know, working on an individual basis. They want collaboration, but they don't want it in terms of love. It's more like an arrangement, you know, like a financial agreement or something. They're in a solo energy, and they're keeping everyone at arm's length. Hi, Luca. In the outcome, we've got the Empress. Okay, so whether it's you or them, someone's showing up as all four queens. This is the major arcana that's shared by Taurus and Libra. The Empress attracts, she does not chase. She's abundant. She is worthy. She is able to regenerate as many times as she needs to from zero. She's the ultimate creator, producer, nurturer. She creates in a multitude of ways. You know, she could be pregnant literally, or pregnant with ideas, pregnant with possibilities. Therefore, she's always going to become abundant once again, you know, whether it be love, whether it be career, or the way that she looks, male or female, doesn't matter. In the outcome, we've got the Eight of Cups upright with the Seven of Wands reversed. So someone's at a loss. A person's walking away from a relationship, and You know, there's no kind of use fighting that, stopping the person, or there's no use staying and trying to fix it. This is the situation at large. This person's determined to be single. They're showing up very, very single, okay? The Moon card reverse, Piscean energy, water energy. So this is the major arcana for Pisces. The Moon card, in the story of the major arcana, the Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway, even though it's scary, even though things are dark. They're not illuminated. There could be secrets, there could be traps. They must walk forwards anyway, even when they're fearful. When it's reversed, they don't want to walk forwards because it's too scary, it's too overwhelming, there's too much to lose, something like this. So you're very much in this like fire energy, you know, pissed off energy, logical energy, angry energy. They're in this like practical energy. They're taking emotions out of it. They're trying to recover. Solo. They're not interested in love or that aspect of life or whatsoever. They're just kind of focused on being solo. Hi, Matt. Let's get a new contact message from them. Lost. I feel lost without you. This person left, right, but they've not found their feet yet. They may come across that way, but you might have given this person a lot of stability, a lot of routine, a lot of assurance. You may have made them look really functioning. It's difficult to explain, right? But some people come across like so self-assured, but they're that way because usually there's someone in their life that's creating the right environment to make them feel that way, to make them function and present that way. So I think you could have done a lot to help this person present a kind of way to others, and they got a lot of self-esteem, a lot of ego, a lot of status. Without the stability that you provided, they can't get a good footing on the ground, and it looks like they're fine, but they're not. They're not fine. So if there's arguments over money, or you feel like this person is spiraling, it's because they are, you know. They don't appear to be dating anyone, or, you know, that's not in their mind right now. I'm affected by cosmic and collective energies. Okay. They're trying to work out their place, you know, and like what is their true path. They're very, very lost. What is it that this person liked or loved about Sagittarius? I like sleeping next to you. They feel lonely, okay? This person feels lost and lonely. They're definitely not seeing anyone else at the moment. They liked partnership. I work near Manchester. I'm from the Wirral near Liverpool, but I work in the direction of Manchester, yeah. And people have very Mancunian accents. So I've probably picked up some northern Manc accent. One of my favourite tarot readers is Mancunian, and one of my best friends is Mancunian as well. Well, two of them now, because again's a work bestie. Distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. Oh. You're supposed to be apart from this person, so they are not codependent on you anymore. When someone's codependent on you, that's not good for you, Sagittarius. Do you understand? It's part of this person's evolution. That's why they're being affected by cosmic and collective energies. Okay, there's some sort of higher purpose to this parting of the ways, because it wasn't right for either of you. It was codependency, okay? Like possibly a trauma bond. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There could have been good passion between you, or there could have been a lack of passion between the two of you. You'll know the answer to that. What was the reason that this relationship came to an end then? Controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous, lover, closed off, not emotionally available, distracted, hurt in the past. Yeah, so we've got issues of control, insecurity, lack of trust, emotionally unavailable. Okay, so there was a lot that wasn't healthy here. And it's not necessarily your fault. It could be this person has taken these issues with them. They need to be by themselves to sort their shit out, you know. We've got dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. Yeah, so there's a purpose to all this. Finding forever, your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. We're not supposed to be afraid to do the shadow work. We're supposed to look within and look outwards as well. Yeah, I'm super scouse. I actually had a nightmare before my job interview that my boss said you can't be a teacher because you're too scouse. And it was really upsetting, actually. I think because the kids keep putting it out in school. It's not true, obviously, but it's just stupid anxiety dreams. Don't want to hear it. Did I see a different card mixed in there that shouldn't be there? No, maybe not. Yeah, it's there. That's weird, the way I just opened that and found that there. Don't want to hear it. This person they don't like facing the truth. Okay, they don't like having a mirror held up to them and hearing what their issues are. Burning evidence. Ooh. This person could be a bit sneaky, you know. They could be capable of being quite vindictive, quite sneaky, doing things to get back at you. What's Monkey Pinky? You don't like the lights? Hang on. There we go. Is that better? Oh, it won't do what it's told, look. I was just about to say watch it change now as soon as I put it down, and then it did. Let me find a setting that we're all happy with. Steady on is number 8. Steady on. Steady on. Right, where was I up to? Yeah, this person could be quite sneaky, you know. Because someone who's insecure and someone who's emotionally distant isn't quite hinged correctly. Don't let fear be your driver. This is a runner, guys. This is someone that creates distance. They run away. They don't like to face the truth. They don't like hearing how toxic they are. Time healed me, but it doesn't erase you. Ooh. You know that song, Everywhere You Go, always take the weather with you. They're going to take their rain cloud with them wherever they go, you know. They're going to take their toxic-ish with them. They'll still be a runner. They'll just be running away from a different person. You know what I mean? Let me get you some advice. I can smell that candle, you know, it's nice. It's cookies baking in the oven. That's the scent, the fragrance. Yeah, let's do this one first. These are self-care cards. Advice for Sagittarius, please. Because it's about you, this reading. It's not about them. Invitation. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Okay, so what you want, speak it out loud. If you want someone who is emotionally stable, say that. Okay? Spirit, I want someone who is emotionally stable this time around. Spirit, I want a love that's not confusing. Spirit, I want someone who can take care of my emotions and improve my life, not, you know, be a detriment to it or a responsibility or someone that I've got to chase after or someone that I've got to fuss over. If you want to be someone that shows unconditional love and you want this person to heal, then say that. You don't have to hate this person. In fact, it's best not to, but your time away from this person is done for good reason, okay? Spirit has orchestrated this. Harmony. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God, thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Wow, that looks like the crown chakra, doesn't it? You know, your connection to the divine. Having faith that this is all part of the divine plan. This time apart is supposed to heal you, to heal them. You're supposed to have a love that's healthy. A love that's fair. These aren't personal readings, they're collective love readings. I do them every week, and I go through each of the zodiac signs, so you watch your sign and the sign of your person if you're dealing with someone. If you want personal questions answered or you want a private reading, it's £18. My email is in the channel description, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. Turnaround time is 2 days. Videos will be pre-recorded and you'll get a link to a video on YouTube that only you can see to watch at your leisure as many times as you like. The cosmic seed. Your potential is limitless. Plant the seeds of your dreams and nurture them with love. Okay, so you're being freed up from this person because there's loads more for you to achieve out there. You're the archer. Okay, so you aim and fire. You go for what you want. Create goals and go for them. There's so much left for you to be doing out there, Sagittarius. Hi, Krishna. Hi, Shaya. Thank you. That's a nice thing to say. The sacred spiral. Your journey is unfolding perfectly. Trust the sacred flow of your life. Eclipsed truth. Hidden truths are being revealed to you. Embrace the clarity that follows. Ooh, you're outgrowing this trauma bond, this connection. You're outgrowing it, okay? You're not supposed to be the gatekeeper to this person anymore. You're not supposed to tuck this person up in bed anymore and make them feel better. You're supposed to pursue your dreams, again, things that you have left that you still wish to achieve. Hi, Brit Brat Queen. Duh. Queen Bee, duh. Hi, Nimesh. These aren't private readings, they're collective. So we're just finishing the sign of Sagittarius. We're going to be going on to Capricorn. If you want any of the first 6 zodiac signs, I did them in a separate live this morning. So that would be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo or Virgo. In this part 2, I've done Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius so far. We're about to go on to Capricorn. Okay, advice for Sagittarius. Starlight guidance. Use the guidance of starlight to find your path and wisdom. Yeah, trust the stars. What's written for you, okay? What's out there for you? You were a person before you met this person, before they became your project, okay? I'm going to blow that candle out because I feel like I'm about to burn myself on it. Okay, I am going to get you a divine time in because I do not think that you are supposed to be back with this person. When will someone new come in for Sagittarius, please? Within 3 months. No need to hurry though, okay? Your Cancer. Okay, so Cancer was on the last live. So if you go out of this live and into the lives playlist, it's the most recent video, so it'll be right at the top. The readings are about 40 minutes long each. So that'll give you a clue as to where the reading starts, but you'll also see me change the card, okay? And tidying these ones up. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. There'll be monthly health readings, monthly wealth readings, and a how to read tarot. So I know a lot of you are interested in what's going on with finance each month, business, education and finance, and how your connection to the divine is, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your connection to spirit. So yeah, so all of that will be going on in a few weeks. I just have to finish the details of preparing all that. Collective love readings will continue to be weekly and completely free. But if you do wish to donate and show your appreciation, there's a link in the channel description saying donate, okay? Because with, I keep wanting to say Snapchat, with super thanks, you don't realise, but YouTube takes out 50% of what you give. So if you say, oh, here's a tenner, they get £5 out of it and I get £5. So that's pretty rubbish, really, considering I'm doing all of the work. So yeah, if you want to give me any donations, even if it's like $1.99 or something, I'd rather you click on the PayPal link where it says donate in the channel description. But you don't have to give anything, honestly. Just give me a like and subscribe. Tune in. Okay, on to Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, look what I bought when I was out today. How cute is that? I'm sorry. It's a little goat wearing a ski mask. Look at his little feet as well. He's got like a dead cute, like fluffy coat on, like a bubble jacket. It just reminds me of living in the Alps, you know? So cute. Oh, shall I leave him there? There we go. Yes, Scorpio's already been done. Just before Sagittarius. So if you go back about an hour, you'll see the Scorpio card. If you Cancer, go out of this live and into the one that I did this morning, okay? It's in the lives playlist. The most recent live. One more shuffle. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in this first week of December 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Capricorn's feeling first of all, please. The 6 of Wands, Capricorn. Do you feel like someone is giving you attention at the moment? You feel like you're doing well, you're looking good. Maybe your crush is like checking you out, or you just feel like you're getting a few looks off people lately. I don't know. Because the 6 of Wands is victory, success, recognition. It's a bit like when you graduate, you know, and you go through the town and everyone's cheering and clapping for you. It's a sense of success. But in a love reading, I would always, you know, say that, well, it's the person that you like noticing you, seeing you around and checking you out, or like messaging you, you know, like making you feel good. The Three of Swords, what's that about? Right, let's see what's going on here. We've got the Four of Wands and the Judgment. Well, the Four of Wands is the 1111 card. It's 4 is a very stable number. It's like the 4 legs to a chair, the 4 walls to a house. It's a rock solid commitment, okay? So it's 2 people getting married. In Judaism, when 2 people get married, they stand under a particular structure, don't they? And I can't remember what it's called, but it kind of looks like that. It's 2 people who are exclusive, you know, everyone knows that they're together, and it's celebrated by the town, the neighbourhood, you know, like it's not a secret. It's a very public relationship, so that's sideways, so that's interesting. Then we have the Judgment. Someone's ignoring a call to act, and it's to do with stability in a very serious commitment, and it's causing pain, it's causing heartache. I wasn't expecting that after that 6 of Wands, because that's victory, success, recognition. So you're getting attention from someone, but there's a lack of stability, and it's upsetting you. Maybe you want it to be exclusive and they don't, or you want to put a label on it and they don't, or you want to move to the next level and they don't. Or maybe this is what you're thinking of and they haven't said anything yet, so I don't know. Let's see. The Sun reversed with the Page of Wands upright. You're a little bit burdened by all of this, because the Sun card's reversed. When it's upright, it's a naked baby riding a horse bareback with the sun shining behind it, okay, giggling. So it's like carefree, wild abandon, you know, like not a care in the world. That's what it looks like in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck anyway. The Sun card here is just, yeah, it's a young person, generally not got responsibilities yet. In life, you know, adulting's hard. You stress about your body, you stress about whether you look old, whether you look attractive, you stress about money, having a house, you stress about your car, you stress about your job, your boss. We worry about all kinds of shit at any point in the day. When you're a child, you know, like, you're not supposed to have ego, you're not supposed to worry about your tummy sticking out, or you're not supposed to worry about the mortgage, you know what I mean? So you're not, you know, responsible for anyone, they're responsible for you, right? So this is like meant to be carefree, but it's reversed, so that means we're burdened. The Page of Wands upright is this is someone who's embarking upon a journey, a path that they've never, you know, set down before. So again, it's pages are innocent, they're children, and this is what we're like when we meet someone new or we start a chapter of our life, maybe a relocation or a new job, and we have no idea what it's going to be like, you know, so we're kind of naively optimistic, and you can't be like that when you're burdened. Whoops. So they're your cards on this side if you're a Capricorn, and now we're going to look at who's showing up for you. So in the challenge position, we've got the 5 of Swords, which is arguments. We've got it with the 2 of Swords upright, okay, which is denial. So someone doesn't want to deal with and argue about this situation. Swords are communication, okay, so when you close off your body language, that's closed body language. You're blindfolded, you know, her arms are crossed over on her lap. So this is not being open or inviting. It's like, I don't want to deal with this, and then The Five of Swords is crosswords being exchanged, you know, people walking off in different directions. That's the challenge here. It's like, if we discuss this, it'll turn into an argument, okay? The Eight of Wands reverse, so stagnancy, delays, blocks. Eight of Swords in the challenge position. 2 eights. Eight of Swords is like when you feel like there's no way out. It's mental imprisonment, okay? A sense of pessimism, a sense of, I'm really stuck here, I've no idea how to solve this problem. See, this is what we've got, is stagnancy. Because what is the solution? How do we move forward from here? I actually don't know. There will be a solution, but sometimes we're like, I don't know what the answer is, you know? Where did that go? This one. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so now trying to be competitive, trying to stand up for what we believe in, trying to get the advantage, you know, gain the high ground. Huge determination. Fire energy. There's a lot of wands here. There's a lot of swords here. So this action is conflicting with thought and communication. It's creating so many blocks and delays. Like, how do we know how to act if we haven't figured out, you know, the solution to this issue? Like, let's get 3 for the outcome. The Devil. The Devil's reversed. So it's your major arcana. That is very cool, isn't it? Look at that. The Devil represents codependency, addiction, obsession. When it's reversed, and it was reversed, that means it means we're getting free from the devil. So whatever was the monkey on our back, or whatever was a challenge, whatever was a block, whatever was, you know, holding us back, we've shaken it off, we're free from it, okay? So that's good. However, with it being your major arcana, it could be you feeling out of sorts, not feeling, you know, in your power, feeling less than 100%, you know? Let me just review the cards. Yeah, so you're feeling hurt by a lack of stability. You feel like you want marriage, or you want moving in together, you want proper foundations, you want openness, you want exclusive. It's really getting to you. It's getting to you mentally, physically, emotionally. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to tell you. They don't want to argue, but they don't know how to move from here. So let's get, it could be, you know, that you just don't feel good right now. Five of Wands reversed. Don't want to argue. Don't want to, you know, don't want to have physical altercations with others. Don't want to fall out with others. Don't want to feel conflicted internally. You know, it's trying to avoid that, but you see people are literally battling, you know, fighting fire with fire. Like, those wands are like hitting each other. It's like mayhem. Right, we've got in the challenge position the Star card, the Magician, and reversed the Eight of Pentacles. So if these were upright, we'd have a lack of growth and expansion in order to, you know, get wish fulfillment. We would be trying to have the tools to succeed, but in something where there's no growth and expansion. If we turn it around, we've put in time, money and energy into the situation to grow a future, and it's flopped. So it makes more sense that way, doesn't it, really? That's how you would be feeling, and that's why you would feel like this. Like your major arcana reversed. So I think that makes more sense. That's the challenge. Like, am I investing into, you know, a ship that's about to sink? Am I invested into a plot of land that I can't build on? You know, what are we doing here? Does this have legs? That's the question. Let's get a new contact message. Yep, this is Capricorn. Tears. Tears. When I think about you, I cry. Oh, God. This person's really sad. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our pasts hold us back from our future. This person doesn't want to be falling out with each other. I don't know if they realise that they're going to lose you. Depends whether you're prepared to wait, I guess. You know, you've got free will. If this person's important to you, I wouldn't swap the person. You know, you've got time, you've got more time than what your ego's telling you. Unfortunately, we can only do, you know, what we think is right at the time. And I can't be 25 again and tell my, you know, ex to do one and that he's going to make huge mistakes in life. I took it to heart when he swapped me for someone else, and it's affected how I feel about myself ever since. You know, and I'm determined to have loads of money so I can put two fingers up to him. But he's not gone on to like amazing stuff. He thought he was going on to amazing stuff, and he's really fucked up. So that doesn't please me. It just upsets me that he doesn't see the error of his ways. I truly believe that he will never reflect and admit that he's made mistakes. Just too egotistical, doesn't like the truth. Everything's everyone else's fault, you know. But there's deeper stuff going on there, which I won't go into. But don't swap the person. If you love the person, keep the person, okay? Especially if you are young. The worst thing you can do is get a house with someone you don't love and end up having to divide it, or marry someone when you're in love with someone else, you know, for practicality, and then you've got to like undo it all. It's just that the problems are going to be tenfold, I promise you. I like sleeping next to you, okay? So this person misses being by your side, going to sleep together in your little nest. It's not that they don't care. They may not actually have the resources, you know. Overthinking, playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. Yeah, see, that's the epitome of this Eight of Swords card. Where is it? This one. This is overthinking and backing yourself into a corner, painting yourself into a corner and thinking, oh my God, there's no way out. You know, and it's like dramatising it, like catastrophising the situation. This person isn't actually trapped. Well, that's how they made themselves feel, you know. That's what they've told themselves. There's no way around this. There's no way out. It's the end. High Carda Carda or Cada Cada. Deep Seek. Growth Guru, I like that. I like these names. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Ooh, okay. So they're saying don't give up too much for this person, or don't let them sort of dictate everything that goes on. But I mean, I stick by what I said. I wouldn't, you know, swap the person for the material thing. Not unless, you know, that person's not wanting the best for you. We all, you know, earn money and make decent money at different rates, and it is a bit of a rat race when you're younger. Everyone's rushing to the finish line. You can take each other for granted or think I'll just meet someone else and it's just easy like that, or well, I love this person, I can love someone else that much, and then you can't. You realise you can't, and you know that person hates your guts now. So that's lovely life, that's part of life, realising shit like that. Self-righteous, acts spiritually superior, condescending and preachy. So what could have gone on in the past is this person very confident. They could be very confident, and they could be someone that said, well, you know, I'm throwing the gauntlet down, can't do what you want, I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility, or haven't got the resources, or both. And they're quite confident that you're not going anywhere. Okay, I'm not saying that to goad you into breaking up with them, but you may have to say, look, I've got certain things that I want, and it's not going to go away. Like this is the goal, but try to work together on it, you know. It's causing a lot of rows at the moment. You don't want to argue, and they don't want to argue. You might be perceiving, you know, their kind of like inaction or not putting the money where the mouth is. You might perceive that as disloyal, but it's not. It's just they're not ready, okay? It's not always a good idea to jump into shit either, you know? Mortgage is a massive debt. You're not gaining anything other than gaining a massive debt, to be honest. You gain something after many years of paying that debt off. But if you lose the house along the way, you lose the house along the way, and you've got to start over, you know, and then it's harder to get a place. So you only want to do it when the person can afford it. You don't want to ever do something like that because you've pushed someone into it when they're not actually earning enough to afford it. He pushed his friend into affording it, and his friend got into debt, and then, you know, came round with his dad and said, yeah, I can't do this anymore. So then my ex put more pressure on me to do it, and I couldn't afford it. And it's like, well, why did you take on a 4-bedroomed house in your early 20s? Nobody is forcing your hand. You bit off more than you could chew, and you're too, you know, full of yourself to admit it. Never once admitted that. Dance of Souls. Be vulnerable and let your two hearts intertwine. Being vulnerable requires admitting your mistakes, being open, talking about your worst insecurities, like, I don't know what I want to do for a career. Do you know what I mean? Like, these kind of conversations are terrifying, and you want your person to respect you. So sometimes we avoid it, or, you know, sometimes we have that dialogue and we feel differently about the other person afterwards because we just think, well, you know, you're not willing to see my point of view, or you're not where I am in life, or you would have that if you know, aimed higher, or you would have that if you were quicker about it, or do you know what I mean? This is the uncomfortable part of relationships, unfortunately. It's not just about fancying each other or wanting the same thing or being in love. It goes further than that. And that's part of like these tough life lessons. It's not enough to fancy each other. It's not enough to fall in love. It's not enough to even want the same things. Sometimes timing is a bitch. Sometimes, the situation doesn't allow for it, or other people interfere. Sometimes we make mistakes and we are harsh with the other person, and we try to replace them and swap them because we don't want to wait. We're impatient, or we've got ego. This is life. Sometimes we think, I'm afraid, I don't know if I'll earn enough, so I'm going to look for someone who does have the resources. And there's loads of people that do that. I think half the world's doing that, to be honest. Doesn't mean you're always going to be that person, though, even if you used to be a bit of a gold digger. Or if you used to think you wanted to be a capped man or a capped woman, you're not always going to be that. You can grow at any point in your life into someone who is a fantastic earner. You can grow into someone who is more honest. You can grow into someone who's more patient. You know what I mean? Who's more loyal. You can grow. You're supposed to. You're not supposed to keep making the same mistakes over and over. What's the point in that? Running away. This person might go ghost or go a bit silent when they don't know what to say, or they're afraid to have certain conversations because of what it'll mean, They might think that you're about to break things off. I'm not villainising you, I'm just saying, like, they actually really do care about you. Planning, text, phone call, meeting up. They're going to try to make contact with you. I'm scared of what we could become. You could be having really toxic arguments, and you could be both like very, you could be very headstrong, very confident. I was never a weak person. I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself in terms of like what I thought of myself, because I was very young when I was having these arguments with my boyfriend, my early 20s. But my parents taught me that I have worth, that I have value, that, two people are equal in a relationship, and you sort things out together. And so I knew that it wasn't going to be a good outcome, because he was wanting to steer the ship all the time, be the captain all the time, was very pushy, very controlling. So I knew that I wasn't happy with that. And if he was going to throw the gauntlet down and say, you need to do this or you need to do that, I was going to say no, because I was brought up to be a strong female. So this person, they're not going to be someone who's pushed around. They've been brought up to be, someone that knows their value. See, this person is wanting to reach out. When is that likely to be? When's this person going to reach out to Capricorn? 6 months from now? Bloody hell. You could be in for a long pause here, or a proper breakup. Let's get you some advice then, Capricorn, because it's about you. Truth. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. What? Okay. So at one point in our lives, we can look down on someone for being, you know, in too much of a rush to get to certain milestones, like home ownership or getting married. And then in the future, we may regret that we never purchased a house or got married. When we're younger, we may look down on people who are taking too long to purchase a house and then later on lose it because we bit off more than we could chew. Or we could be in too much of a rush and look down on other people who aren't ready to purchase a house, so we purchase it with the wrong person, you know, and then we end up in a toxic relationship. Or do you know what I mean? It's like you think you're right when you're younger, or even at middle age, you think you're right and the other person's wrong. But sometimes we get, you know, a mirror held up to us and we get our just desserts, you know, and we get taught a bit of a lesson about being a bit too confident or a bit too pushy or a bit too slow on the uptake. Do you know what I mean? Like, which way is the right way, actually? Try not to judge people, okay, because they might be getting told that the expectation is that they move out and get their own place. They might get told you're not welcome to move home ever again, or they might get told you're worthless unless you do X, Y, or Z. So, you know, if someone's really pushing for something, there's probably a reason why. If someone's really pushing back against something, there's probably a reason why, okay? They could have grown up in a household where the mum or dad, you know, is now divorced and single. They've only ever had experiences with narcissists. You know, they've been witnessing abuse as a child, so they don't ever want to get married. If someone's pushing back against something loads, there's a reason for that. So we need to reserve judgment and not judge people so harshly, because their life is their life, their childhood was their childhood, and their future will be their future, okay? They're on a kind of journey, and maybe, you know, we crossed paths for a while, it was nice for a while, but it's now time to part, and unfortunately it hurts like hell. Change course. Oh my god, that's weird, isn't it, that I just said that? A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. I love that. I'm going to take a photo of that, you know. I'm going to take a photo of that. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. Love yourself first. This isn't meant to be. Even though this person's going to reach out in 6 months' time, this isn't meant to be. You're on different paths for whatever reason, okay? And you don't have to despise them and say your way is wrong. It is what it is, okay? You don't want the same thing, or not at the same time, or something like this, okay? It's quite deep, that, wasn't it? Freedom. I release my wounds. No, not release. I realise my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Yeah, don't like hold a grudge against this person because they're not doing what you want them to do. Everyone's got their reasons, okay? It's easy to say that, but my heart's not invested in this, is it? Yours is, theirs is. It really is awful, and it takes decades to kind of like get to a point where you're like, do you know what? It was what it was. It was never gonna align. At the time, you think, yeah, we're meant to be together. And you both think that genuinely, do you know what I mean? Make it sound like it's dead easy, but I know it's not. Let's get a couple more of advice cards for you then, Capricorn. I don't do astrology. That's really complicated. That's for other people. I don't read about astrology, sorry. I like astrology and it links to tarot, but I'm not able to explain it to you. I don't study it, okay? Celestial protection. You are divinely protected. Trust that you are safe to pursue your dreams. Oh, that's nice, that shield, isn't it? Trust that you are safe to pursue your dreams. I love that. Lunar radiance. Tap into the moon's energy. Reflect, release, and renew your intentions. That goes so well with the, you know, the change direction one, change course. Freedom, change course. It'll get toxic if you persist with this person. The celestial bridge. Cross the bridge, your transformation. The universe is guiding you to your higher self. That is beautiful. These are the celestial realms cards by Timo. Okay, one last one. Then I'll get you a divine timing for new love. Emotional healing. Heal emotional wounds to release past pains and soothe your heart. Flow of life. Go with the flow of life, feeling the natural rhythm and inner smoothness. Yeah. If you try to swim against the tide, it's going to hurt. It's going to get tiring. You'll be exhausted. You'll drown, okay? Don't fight these changes. They're supposed to be happening. Just see where everything takes you, okay? I love the images on these. These are, what are these? Not sure I've got the box close. You want to see how many tarot decks are right next to me? I think we'll leave them where they are. We'll leave them where they are. Probably behind that blind, actually. Shall I have a look? Whoops. Yeah. There they all are. Stained glass. Celestial realms. And that is soul light. So pretty. Those like ones that look like gold dripping. Right, a timing for someone new for our Capricorns, please. Gosh, I'm coughing so much today. Stop rushing things, okay? So, fine. Don't like it when it won't give us a timing, but it means you're supposed to just, you know the way it said, just go with the flow and just see where life takes you. You're rerouting at the moment, okay? So just let it happen. Alright, if you liked this reading, please give it a like. Share the video with people who are Capricorn. They might enjoy the channel too, enjoy the messages. Please give the channel a share. Subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype the channel. Rather than Super Chat, you could donate, because with Super Chat, they take out 50% and put it in the pocket of YouTube. If you donate, I get the amount that you think I'm getting. Okay, so there's a link to donate in the channel description if you wish to. Of course, you do not have to. I'm trying to make this my full-time. This is my dream, to do the tarot full-time. I'm a full-time high school teacher at the moment. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. So yeah, any way you can support the channel, even if it's a like or subscribing or sharing videos, reposting videos, it's really appreciated. It keeps me going when I get like lovely comments or people request a personal reading and give me amazing feedback, and you know, I absolutely love that. I really appreciate it. It keeps me going, because you do get a fair amount of weirdos coming on here saying your hands look £300 or show me your boobs. It's like depressing sometimes. But you know, for everyone that tunes in and gets any source of comfort from this on whatever level, whether it's just a light bit of comfort or really profound, like, that's what it's about, really. It's not about you know, you've got to believe this or you've got to do that. It's not about that. It's about having somewhere that you can come to feel better, you know, because there's other people going through what you're going through. Or it's, you know, just changed your perspective, shifted you out of a kind of mood, a kind of way, or you feel validated and feeling how you feel. Whatever it is, okay, it's just supportive. Right, it's time to move. I'm going to have to name him. I don't know what to name him. Oh, he's so cute. I'll have to think of a name. He's too cute. Oh my goodness. Do you know where he's from? Sainsbury's. I love Sainsbury's. I love looking at all the homeware and the clothes and everything. I mean, the clothes aren't great, but I love looking at the homeware. It's Habitat, isn't it? The homeware. I love it. And a food. Blooming delicious. Right. Aquarius. These candles I got before as well. Look at these candles. So nice. As well as my little Capri. I feel like I should name him, like, you know, like a Swiss name or something. Or an Italian name. Let me think. Or something German. Like a Bolzano. It's cute. Right, let's focus. Shall I put my lights back on? I'm not going to have them flashing, don't worry. Right, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in this first week of December 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? Okay, we're back. I wish I hadn't done that. Five of Pentacles reversed with the Eight of Cups reversed. Aquarius. Five of Pentacles reversed with the Eight of Cups reversed. You don't want something to be over. When these cards are upright, Eight of Cups upright is you walking away from a relationship. Eight of Cups reversed is you stopping someone else walking away from a relationship. Okay? And that's what we've got. The Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, is being a pauper, someone who doesn't have any money or is lacking in care, lacking in attention, resources, needs salvation, you know, needs refuge. When it's reversed, we want to come out from the cold. We don't want this to be over, okay? So that's where you're at the moment. The Hierophant reversed, okay? So the Hierophant, oh my god, that's so cool. Look at that artwork. The Hierophant, when it's upright, is the teacher. It's the major arcana for Taurus. Now, the High Priestess card is about your faith in the divine. It's about trust. It's about your gut. What's your instinct telling you? This is about experience. I am knowledgeable because I have lived a long life. I've lived in many countries or cities. I have experienced love and loss. You know, this is somebody who's clocked up the air miles, and now they're old and wise. Okay, look at that long ass beard. And they're sitting almost like a priest. Okay, they're sitting there like someone who is wise, someone who is able to teach others now. But it's through experience, okay? They're no longer the student, they're now the teacher. Sorry, that was reversed. So when it's reversed, it's like I recognise that I've acted not in my better judgment. I know better. I feel foolish, or I feel like I'm old enough to know better, or I've made mistakes. You know, it's this kind of vibe, like you don't feel like wise or like a teacher, you feel like the opposite of that. Like you've got a lot to learn, maybe. I don't pull cards for people, these are collective readings, okay? So that's all I'm doing in this live. 10 of Wands in the challenge position. So the 10 of Wands is when something has just been problem after problem after problem after problem after problem after problem, okay? Not plain sailing, not a smooth road, bump, 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 you know? And it's like, dear God, we finally got to the end of the cycle. When it's reversed, we're just throwing tools down. It's like, I'm not doing this anymore, you know? I've done this for too long. That's the challenge, you know? Why has it been so hard? Why has it been so problematic? It's this sense of I've got a lot to learn, and I don't know whether, you know, this is something to continue or give up on. I want to come out from the cold, but I keep screwing up. You know, it's that kind of vibe, like self-realization. And this has been going on for a while because the numbers run from 0 up to 10 and then they reset and it starts over again. The Lovers, okay, so someone's showing up for you that sees you as a divine partner, a divine counterpart. This is the major arcana for Gemini, the twins, okay? So they feel like you two are made for one another, and it's upright, so they believe that you feel the same. The lovers are two people that, it's not like the Two of Cups where you meet, you fancy each other, you date a bit and you start to fall in love with one another. The lovers is more profound than that. This is like something that's supposed to play out in the 3D, because in the 5D, you both signed a contract. Okay, so this person feels like you're fated to have a relationship together. And they believe that you see this the same way. The Page of Pentacles. So they've got their pentacle. They want to put their money where their mouth is, okay? They talk a big game and they intend to play a big game. The Seven of Swords reversed, okay? They don't want to be sneaky. If you look at the body language here, this person looks very malicious. They look like they're climbing up a rope ladder and they're making away with something valuable. So swords are thoughts, communication. They could be viewed as secrets or something that we're trying to hide, something that we're trying to get away with. When it's reversed, I think that's being exposed. So I wonder if this person has sort of inadvertently revealed that they have really, got these really such strong thoughts and feelings, and, that they're actually really interested. Without saying it, it's come out in some kind of inadvertent way, I think. The Tower reversed. So in the outcome, we've got the Tower reversed. So someone doesn't want the Tower to fall. Now, I know you don't want this connection to be over. I know they don't want it to be over. So how do we stop the Tower from falling? Because you can't stop a tower from falling. A tower could be losing a job. It could be losing a home. It could be, finding out you're pregnant, or it could be someone declaring their love for you, and you're like, I don't feel the same. Or it doesn't have to be bad and it doesn't have to be good, but it's major change. Life is never going to be the same again, A tower can be caused by us, it can be caused by our person, or it could be an outside circumstance. There was budget for something, now there isn't. That can be down to political changes or governmental changes, organisational changes, local authority changes. It's not always the other person that's doing it or us doing it. It could be something in the wider picture. The Tower does have to fall, but you don't want it to fall, and they don't want it to fall. Let's get two more for the outcome. The Three of Cups reversed. The Three of Cups is socialising. 3 is a number of community, okay? And in a love reading, it can point to third-party situationships, okay, where it's not a straight relationship. There's another person involved. There's another person in the mix on one side or the other. When that's reversed, that could be exposed. The Ace of Wands. I get rebirth vibes from the Ace of Wands. The Page of Wands is someone that's never walked this journey before. So the Ace of Wands has to be something different. And aces are something where the universe knows that we've put time, money and energy into something. It's something we really want. we're manifesting it, and the universe pays us back with a bit of good luck to help us along the way. Like if you went for a job and you were brave enough to try, and you know the universe rewards you by you getting an interview or you getting that job. You know, you put CVs out and you get an interview. It's like a little bit of effort is met with luck when you get an ace. So ones is like huge motivation for something, huge drive, desire, determination for something. There's something that you really want, Aquarius, and the universe is going to give you a bit of good luck to have this like second chance, I think. Let's get a message from your person. The one that's showing up in this reading, anyway. They could be a Gemini, because we've got the major arcana for Gemini. They don't have to be. You've hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. If you try to go towards this person, they're going to reject you. And it's not because they don't believe that you two are supposed to be together. It's because they believe that. It's because they believe that, okay? They've got such profound feelings for you, Aquarius. They really wanted, you know, they wanted this to go somewhere. They were ready to stand up and be counted, you know. They believe that you two are made for one another and you're supposed to have a connection in this lifetime. They believe that if they don't have this connection with you in this lifetime, it will happen in the next lifetime. That's how profound this is for this person, and maybe you didn't understand that. Let's get a message from them. These are no contact cards, okay? So this is what this person feels and probably hasn't said if you haven't heard from them. My ego is loud, but I'm listening to my soul. I'm striving for spiritual enlightenment. This person's they're really trying to connect to the divine and understand what the divine plan is. Because it doesn't feel like things are going to plan, you know, and it's confusing to them. It's hurting them. What's the nature of this connection, please? Hi, I don't pull cards and I don't do individual readings on lives. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. So you can watch your sign or the sign of your person, or you can book a private reading for £18. There's information in the channel description, or you can direct message on TikTok or Instagram. In the channel description, you'll see my email. It'll be a pre-recorded reading. It doesn't have to be about love. It can be about health, wealth, whatever you like. I've done business readings for business decisions and relocations and mediumship. I've done all kinds of stuff for people, general readings, past, present, future, to see what comes up. But yeah, I don't do anything like that in these lives. The nature of this connection is that they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. God. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Work hard on yourself, Aquarius, because if you do care about this person, if you want it to go somewhere, if you want a rebirth, get your life together. Get your life together. Work on your own emotional stability, your own financial stability. Be clear about what it is that you want from life. Be clear with others, you know, who are waiting to hear from you, like how much of a say they get in your decision-making process, because this person is like clear about what they want. They're hurting a lot and they were ready to properly invest in this. But there's some sort of third party situationship here, and a huge tower needs to fall. Neither of you are happy about this being over. You don't want it to be over, but it's messy. You need to clean up house. What's this person like or love about Aquarius? Liverpool won. I don't watch football. Sometimes I watch Wrexham to get free tickets, which that doesn't go down well with the kids in school. I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. Yeah, this person thinks you're divine counterparts. This is profound. Oh my God, cute. I am so proud of everything you do. This person's your hype girl, your hype guy. They're like on your side. They're your cheerleader, your supporter. They want good stuff for you, Aquarius. That's a sweet one, that. That's a sweet one. Okay, so what is it that's gone wrong in this situation previously? Exposed, fragile heart, too open, in danger of heartbreak. Oof, ouch. Hi Petra. Hi Pasla. Hi Paula. Hi Pawan. Divine union. Use the wings of empathy to bring love and harmony. You're not supposed to fight with one another. You're supposed to support one another. Empathy requires, you know, like feeling other people's feelings, like understanding what they're going through, understanding what they're experiencing, you know, almost as if it's you. Temporary relief. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. You could have at times felt like they're skirting around the issue, or you're skirting around the issue, you know, making it about sex or something else, something lighter, to avoid deep conversations that make us feel weak or vulnerable or exposed. Finding forever. Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. Okay, so you've got to try, because what it could result in is this. I can't pick it up. What it could result in is this. Okay? Dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renewal. You're Taurus, so am I. Taurus was done this morning, so that will be in the live, you know, the lives playlist. When you come out of this live, go to the lives playlist, it'll be the most recent video. All first 6 signs of the zodiac were done this morning. I'm doing 6 this evening. What have we done? We've done... I love Sundays and Tuesdays because all the Taurus stuff comes out on... Well, comes out for all signs on a Sunday. But Tuesdays, they seem to get onto the Taurus sign, don't they? Because they do Aries on a Monday. Fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. You could have had so many arguments with this person, you know. You could be very, like, back and forth. Hi, Fire Phoenix, Mr. Starboy. Thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. This person's heart is aching. They're crying over you, Aquarius. You've got no idea. Secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. You feel like you can't work this person out, you know, like they keep their heart under lock and key because they're so afraid of getting hurt, because they have you on a pedestal. They can't wait to be proud of you and what you achieve and be your cheerleader and make a life of you. And if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, it'll happen in the next. You've got no idea how much this person thinks of you, how hurt they are. You know, maybe they think you'll think they're a freak if they share that with you. They might have a bit of an ego. They might think I'm not giving them the satisfaction. You know, it could be to do with ego as well. I want to take my socks off because it's too hot in here. I don't want the freaks to come out. You can't see anything, can you? I don't want the freaks to come out. Any excuse, honestly. Right. Let's get you some advice then. I don't know enough about astral projection, you know. And I need to read about astral projection, star seeds, all this kind of stuff. Bit more about astrology as well. Mind. Aquarius, you are the master of your inner world, and you decide how the outer world affects you. Cultivate a calm inner state. Okay, so you could be feeling like you're having mood swings at the moment, feeling depressed, feeling lost, feeling anxious, feeling fearful, feeling, you know, angry. And then you could have like really up times as well, but it's... I think you're struggling emotionally, definitely. Try to cultivate inner calm for yourself, because we can't easily sort out what's happening with others, or, you know, problems that we're having in life can't just be sorted just overnight. So we've got to try to find a way to steady the helm, you know. Take care of yourself, you know. If you need to see your GP, see your GP. If you need to do things that reduce anxiety, do that, you know, exercise. Swimming is really good for the mind, because you've got to slow your breathing down and get into a rhythm. See, I think a lot of people, they do things like weightlifting, don't they? Because it, like, you have to be disciplined and you have to steady your mind and steady your body. Gardening, really, really good for your mental health. I guess that's why people do like bird watching and stuff as well, because you got to focus. Cooking, being creative. Oh my God, like I felt so stressed, so unbelievably stressed last Monday after work, and after 2.5 hours of being with my friends and making pottery, listening to music, and focusing on that, I just felt like a different person. And I knew that if I'd gone straight home, I would have just felt the same and probably not slept, stayed uptight. Even if I talked to my parents about stuff, like I'm glad to have them and then my tribe and they're on my side. But sometimes you need that change of environment, change of activity, change of people, music or, creativity or something to just get you. You need like a stopgap, don't you? Rather than just taking work home. Something else in the mix, definitely. Try to find something else in the mix. If there's something you like, some sort of passion, join a club where you get to go and hang out somewhere else and do that thing with them. Because that's not instead of sorting out a relationship, that's not instead of your career, but it could become something that really helps you to reset. You make new friends there, people who are like-minded, people who share the same passions. I think we need something other than family and work. We need like a third cog, don't we? We need it. Yeah, puzzles, because you have to focus the mind to a puzzle or... trying to think. Sound baths are amazing. Like if you go to the gym, don't skip like the leisure part. Do sit in a steam room because that you have to like focus on breathing in a steam room because there's so much water vapor. Your muscles relax because of the heat. Your airways get so dried out in winter because of all the heating and like dust and everything. The harsh winter cold air, and then you get in a steam room and it's just like so good for you. Sitting in a hot tub, if you work like as a plasterer or builder, you're on your feet all day, your arms in the air doing whatever physical menial labor or like engineering or this or that. You need to thank your body for everything it's done for you that day. If you're like someone that keeps a home, oh my God, you have to do like 25,000 things. You need downtime. You need to thank your body for, getting you through that day, all those chores, all those tasks, the mind, all the decisions you've had to make, dealing with screaming children. Like, oh my God, yeah. Everyone deserves reward, and I get that the gym is a workout and therefore you think that it's the right thing to do, but you also need the bit where it's well-being. You need a massage, this is why people need intimacy in relationships. Oh my God, how much does that relax you? How much does it slow time down? How much does it shut out all the problems in the world? Like, turn to each other, don't turn against each other. It's a shame that some people get so stressed that they can't perform, or they get so stressed that they're not in the mood. They don't feel like, or if they have hormonal changes, maybe they don't feel like, horny and they wish they did. It's a shame. I think that's such a flaw, because not in like individual people, because it's not a choice thing, is it? It's just, or if you just have different levels of libido, because my God, like that's so relaxing to be with your person, be at one with them. Intimacy is very important. I get why relationships break down when there isn't intimacy. Unless I'm pissed off with you and then you're not coming anywhere near me. Chances of that are 0. Where are we up to? Sound baths are proper good, but I don't know if they're good enough when you're uptight. Reflexology, aromatherapy. I don't know if acupuncture works. It freaked me out when I tried it, but it was in a creepy place in Milan that I don't think was actually a legitimate doctor on reflection. But I was so British about it, and I didn't want to be rude and walk out. And he'd already put the needles in me, but that was really disturbing. The place was really dirty. What else have I tried? I'd never tried hypnotherapy, you know. Some people swear by it. I reckon that would be a good one. Or listening to, like, is it body scans, and like Budify is like an app where you can listen to, you know, visualizations, or like something where it talks you through relaxing every part of your body. Or it makes you imagine certain things, and you feel dead safe. I might download that again, you know. Because I had to really like try hard to manage strong emotions when I was living abroad and stuff. That was tough. Return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. That's creepy that's come out while we're talking about that. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace and inner silence. That's creepy, but in like a good way. I love tarot, you know. You know what a really good thing is as well? If you got, like, I'm not saying it's like being a hypochondriac or someone that necessarily catastrophizes, but anxiety comes from fear, and fear comes from blowing things out of proportion and thinking about the worst case scenario, or distorting things into like bigger than what they are. So to get perspective back, sometimes you do need to see other problems that other people are experiencing right now, like maybe they're terminal, do you know what I mean? Maybe they just lost someone in their family, or maybe like, you know, I don't know, they're in like a war situation or something. We obviously have to focus on ourselves because we're egocentric, and it's our job to take responsibility and be accountable for what we achieve and how we conduct ourselves in life. And we have a heart and we have a mind, and we're very conscious of what we're feeling and stuff, but sometimes we lose perspective, don't we? So it can sober us up a lot. Like when you drive past an accident on the motorway and you've been annoyed that, you know, you sat in traffic, then you think, shit, that could be me like mangled up in there. You know, I'm so sorry for anyone that like is in like a worse situation than me, and sometimes I need to remember that. I'm talking about it so much because I do this myself. I get anxiety and stuff. I think the mind can definitely work against you. It can be the master, can't it? Too much. Yay, Tripwire's here. Yeah, when I was going through a dark time after a breakup in my 20s, like very, very serious breakup, and I felt really betrayed and like I felt really bitter, and I just didn't really want to eat. Or make myself have like small amounts of food, and I would bought like this is funny, but it's really specific. I bought the Davina Body Buff DVD because I wasn't like a gym person, but I thought I need to control my brain and what my brain's thinking about, so I would do the Davina Body Buff DVD, and then if I needed to, I'd do it again. You know, it's just like I need to feel like I don't want to be out with knobheads trying to approach me and ask me out because I'll probably deck them. I feel vulnerable. I want to be at home, but I can't calm my brain, and I feel lonely because I'm used to being with that person. So I would just, yeah, like I would do things that use up my time. Because you don't want to be in a place where you always have to be with someone else. It's all right to be like that first, like, couple of weeks, isn't it? But then you've got to, like, find a way to make new routines and new patterns, and it's just, oh, quite happy being single, actually, when I think about it. I'm too tired to be, like, curing a broken heart. I'm too tired, guys. I'm 40 now. It's so tiring. Oh. Yeah, the good thing is, the more times you experience it, you've got more confidence that everything will work out and be okay eventually. It still hurts like hell. Oh, how pretty. Look at that. Galactic wings, you are supported by divine forces. Spread your wings and soar. You're not going to stay down on your luck for long, Aquarius. This is just a moment in time, okay? It's a moment in time. That is stunning, isn't it? I fucking love these cards, you know. Celestial realms is... If Aquarius wants this person, when will there be progress? Release the need to control the situation. Okay, so there was something that said, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this person has like a kind of view of you where you are like an upstanding member of the community, or you're the head of a household, or you're really good at a particular profession, or, you know, they find you really attractive, or all of those things. Okay, so be that. When you're confident and you're smiling and you're taking care of business, not running away, not hiding, when you're brave enough to talk about what you're going through, you know, that's very attractive. When you run away, when you hide, when you try to keep someone out of your life, or you let everything spiral, you know, that's unattractive, isn't it? You know, I'm not saying like you have to have everything under control, but if you talk to people who you know have got your back and want to be supportive of you, if you come towards this person and let them be there for you, that's more healthy. Have respect for yourself. Have like the confidence to know that you don't deserve to be miserable. This was, you know, half you and half someone else. Whatever it was that went on here. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself well. Get back to being you, because this person admires a lot about you, and they're waiting to have a life together, whether it's in this life or the next. They are very hurt, so if you miss them and you want them, I would talk to them. In the outcome, you've got a rebirth. The universe is granting you something that you've been trying to manifest. Says they're the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. They're crying over you, they're upset over you. Sometimes we argue because we care, not because we don't care, do you know what I mean? Your path holds infinite possibilities if you dare. Use the wings of empathy to bring love and harmony. Okay, take care, Aquarius. I hope this resonates. I hope you liked this reading. Oh, hang on, you've got one more here. Lunar radiance, tap into the moon's energy, reflect, release, and renew your intentions. Be sure about what it is that you want going forwards, okay? Please give this reading a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Rather than super chat, you could give me a donation by clicking on the donate link in the channel description, just because with super chat YouTube will take out half of it before it gets to me. So you think you're giving me a tenner and you give me a fiver, do you know what I mean? It's not. It's a bit naughty, that. You don't have to donate anything though. Memberships will be starting in a few weeks. I think I put them at $5.99. There'll be monthly health readings, monthly wealth readings, and a how to read tarot series as well. Where's this go there? Okay, so we'll be going on to Aquarius. If anyone wants a personal reading, it's £18, 18. Payment is by PayPal, or I can give you my bank details. There's a 2-day turnaround time. It'll be filmed on a private YouTube video that only you can see. I'll give you a link to it. You can watch it at your leisure as many times as you like. I have a lot of clients now, and they've done testimonials for me that are like fantastic, unbelievable, make me really emotional. And we're all really good friends, so that's beautiful. But yeah, you can see their testimonials on my community page. 100% success rate so far. My dream is to do this full time, you know. I do have a full-time teaching job, but I will love to do this full-time. So any way you can support the channel, I'm truly grateful. I get notified anytime it's shared, or you comment, or you like, subscribe, whatever it is you can do for me. I do get notified, so that keeps me going. Right, Pisces, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so this will be the last sign of the evening. If you're looking for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, or Virgo, they were done on a live this morning. So you would need to go out of this live and look for the lives playlist, and you can watch any of those. There won't be timestamps. If anyone, I don't know, is anyone able to comment on my videos? Because I enabled comments, but then I got like a notification saying there's a known error with comments on my videos. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. Pisces, you've got the 3 of Wands upright, okay? So you've been in a planning phase. You know what it is that you want now, and you're ready to take action, okay? So in the first week of December, you're ready to take action on something you've been planning. The 6 of Swords reversed. The 6 of Swords upright is it's wanting to climb into a boat and leave, okay? And leave the past behind you. Taking what matters and leaving behind what doesn't. It's closure. There's a lack of closure with regards to a situation, Pisces. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups upright is being very contented within oneself. 9s are single energy. 10 is family. 10 is a couple or, you know, a living situation with others. 9 is within myself as an individual. I am contented. My cups are full. Cups are full of water. Water represents emotions in tarot, okay? So I'm contented. You're ready to take action on something with regards to unfinished business. You're contented being solo. You don't need anyone else. Let's see who's showing up for you. Could be someone that you're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in. In the challenge position, we got the Queen of Swords. How pretty is that card? So nice. The Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Swords are air. Swords are knowledge or communication. Now, when the Queen of Swords is upright, she's someone who's truthful, someone who's honest, someone who gives the facts, okay? Shares information by, you know, writing or speaking. A fantastic orator. Very silver-tongued, you know, able to manipulate people, charm people into their way of thinking. But usually, you know, they're working for the greater good. Now, Queen of Swords can be a divorce card, and that's the challenge. So when we misuse communication, we can block people, or we can use harsh words, or we can lie to them, manipulate them, bend the truth. We can also share knowledge or withhold knowledge, you know, use it against people. So this is the challenge, is like, it's a bit of a like, do I use this for good or evil? You know, like, I don't know if this person's feeling angry with you or resentful, or they're trying to control you a little bit, control the outcome of this. Queen of Pentacles reverse, money's tight. Those pentacles are falling out of the wallet. So they're a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, when it's upright, is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's earth energy. Someone who is a provider, someone with good taste, someone who likes a beautiful home. They like nice things, and they like to gift those things to other people as well. They're very much aware of their day-to-day responsibilities, so getting the bills paid is important to this person. You know, stacking up savings, having lots of disposable income. That's when this person feels safe, when they feel secure. When it's reversed and they've got a lot of money going out and not enough coming in, or sudden expenses, this person comes out in hives, okay? Money could be really tight at the moment for this person. Eight of Cups reversed. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to go. Eight of Cups upright is them walking away. Eight of Cups reversed is you walking away, and they don't want it. They want to stop you. I knew that's where this was going, and I didn't really know why, but now that's confirmed. Okay, let's get 3 for the outcome. 9 of Wands reversed. You're happy being single, right? This person doesn't want you to go. They're pissed off. They're trying to think how to play this. What strategy can I use? They don't like not having money. They don't like you leaving. 9 of Wands reversed is dropping the burdens. Like, upright, it's someone who's finding things difficult but's keeping going anyway. It's the wounded warrior. Each wand represents a challenge. He's fatigued, but he would keep on going if he needed to. When it's reversed, something's been hard for a while and we're not prepared to keep going with it. 9 is near the end of a cycle, but 10 is the end. So it's like, I'm down in tools. I'm not doing this anymore. It's too hard. I think that's you, to be honest. Because they want to stop you from going. Knight of Swords, urgent message to be delivered. That horse is like galloping, you know, it's rearing up, it's ready to just go full speed. And he's got his sword his sword is raised, he's got armor on, he's got a cape, you know, it's under the cover of darkness. It's like there is no time to spare. This has to be done now. So this is blurting out stuff that can't wait. I think they're going to try to stop you from going. You've got an exit plan. The Five of Pentacles reversed. One wants to come out from the cold. Fives are, you know, it's never really good in tarot. Five of Cups is grief, sadness, loss, regret. Five of Swords is arguments, people going in different directions. Five of Wands is physically fighting or feeling conflicted, you know, within oneself or with others externally. Five of Pentacles is lacking resources, lacking attention, feeling out in the cold, being at a loss, a state of lack. These are two paupers that are trying to get inside the church because there's snow outside, they're cold, they have no food, you know. They're seeking refuge. There's a need for refuge, for salvation. When you turn it around, it's recovery from that. So this person wants to come out from the cold. It's not going to wait. Was that Queen of... That was Queen of Swords, isn't it? They'll do whatever it takes, whether they need to tell you a little white lie or, you know, send you a flurry of texts or ring you or turn up at the house. They're going to do something to try and persuade you. Okay, because it's going to be expensive for them to separate. I'm not saying they won't be emotionally upset as well, but money's really, really tight for this person at the moment. They may have children to pay for, or they may have property to pay for, or both of those things, because they're showing up as two queens. Well, you look quite happy with this decision, in all honesty. Let's get a message from them. My mum's laughed then. They're watching the telly, right? I live with my parents. And she'd have laughed her head off. That was hilarious. Nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Well, that's not good. They probably know they're wasting their time trying to revive this. It's like DNR, you know? Leave me alone, please. What did this person like or love about Pisces? Thank you for being so patient with me. I don't know, maybe that means something to you. What's the nature of this connection, please? actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they're doing. What are they doing? It's weird because it says leave me alone please, but then it's got them rushing towards you. Have they been playing games? Oh, you think I've got good energy? That's cute, thank you, that's nice. What's the nature of this connection? Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, there's definitely been some sort of like, like passive-aggressive game playing. Not saying we haven't all done that at one point or another, but if you're having to do that, like, what are we even doing? Do you know what I mean? What are we even doing? What are the issues that have been going on in this connection for Pisces to want to be free from it? Ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. They're trying to stop you from leaving, but I'm sorry, relationships a choice, friendships a choice. Even a work contract, if you got a nightmare boss, you are free to leave. It's not a prison, okay? It's not a prison. If anything becomes toxic or not for your highest good, you are free to go. It's strange how many people think that you belong to them, you know? Missed chances. Don't have regrets. Cherish your moments together. They don't want to have any regrets, so this is why they're chasing after you. You will hear from this person, Pisces. They may turn up at your house or send you messages, try to ring you, comment on your social media, something like this. Burning evidence. What? Burning evidence. Are they a bit sneaky? Egg on their face, ashamed, backfired, got caught. I don't know why I'm not getting cheater kind of vibes. I'm getting like read your diary kind of vibes, looks on your phone kind of vibes. Expect to have your password for your like computer or your Facebook, meaning messages, or lack of trust. Because we had control, but we've not got, these cards can be quite grubby. Like in their fields, and then it'll be like condoms or like sex shop or like playing out a fantasy. There's nothing like that coming out. It's more to do with control issues, lack of boundaries, trying to manipulate you, having a need for money maybe. Let's get the unspoken truth. Can you still trust she or he? Oh my God. No one else compares to you. There's proper trust issues here. You might not even be doing anything, but this person will treat you like you are, okay? So you might be finding your peace outside of this. Sounds a bit like hard work to me. When is Pisces going to meet someone new? Because I think you're well shot of this. You're sitting as the Nine of Cups, like happy in yourself. You're not crying about it. You look like quite peaceful to me. Release any attachment to time and do you for a while. Let's get advice. I don't take questions in the lives. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. So just watch your sign or the sign of your person and see if it resonates. I do private readings, but you can email me about that or direct message on TikTok or Instagram. Private readings are £18. My email's in the channel description. You can pay by PayPal, or I can give you my bank details because some people can't do PayPal where they are. What else? Turnaround time's 2 days. I'll send you a pre-recorded video with a link to a YouTube video that only you can see. You can watch it at your leisure as many times as you need to or want to. I have very good feedback, 100% success rate. Lots of clients. It's on my community page, all the testimonials. Well, I don't just do love readings, I do health readings, finance readings. I'll be starting memberships in a few weeks. So there'll be a monthly business, education, finance reading, a monthly health, like physical, emotional, spiritual, mental health reading, and a how to read tarot series as well. Pisces, it says space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. You're being asked to declutter. And I don't think we're just talking about objects. I think we're talking about people. It's time for a Facebook call. Time to be single. Okay, solo. We don't need any hangers on. I tell you what, I'm not one of those people that's going to stalk someone that is broken up with me either. Why would you want to see updates on that person? Why would you want to see them go out with someone new? I'd rather put nails through my eyes, to be honest. Like, absolutely not. That is just so, like, sadomasochistic. I have no idea why you would want that. That would be so painful, horrible. You've just got to, you know, you've got to just cut. And that goes for their family as well, you know, and it sounds brutal and it looks, you know, a bit harsh, but everyone knows everyone's a grown up and it's just how it needs to be, you know. Manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. Free yourself from negativity. Joy. Like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. That's this vibe, okay? Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. Okay, so don't look at that bigger picture and obsess over certain time frames or milestones for yourself, acquiring certain assets or things. Just try to think, do you know what? The sun's shining today, or do you know what? We've had the first drops of rain after a long drought, or look at that bird feeding its baby, you know, like, just try to live in the moment and enjoy, you know, the abundance all around. Because we tend to magnify our problems. We're very egocentric as humans, and we can really, you know, get ourselves overwhelmed very easily. We're very good at that. We need to be better at, like, just being a thing, you know. An ant isn't kind of holding its head in its hands, agonised, or in the fetal position trying to go to sleep. I don't know what ants do at night, but they march back and forth in the day, just getting on with business, you know. All creatures take time to rest. It's necessary for your body, it's necessary for your mind to just not get too lost in your thoughts, too like confused, and your thoughts too overwhelmed, and your thoughts don't do it to yourself because you'll stress yourself out. This is coming from someone who stresses themselves out. Probably about 90% of their life. Trying to be better. Trying to do better. At least I'm self-aware. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something? I don't think I have. I don't take individual questions in lives. These are collective readings by zodiac sign. The Star Garden. Plant the seeds of your intentions. The universe will nurture your dreams into a reality. Let yourself ask for the things that you want. Put that wish out there. You know, like when you're a child and you blow out the candle on your birthday cake, or, you know, this is what some people do. And you make a wish, but you don't tell anyone what it is. You've got to do that as an adult, you know. You can say it out loud as well. You can ask your angels directly and say, angels, I would really love to be in love this time next year. I would really love to find a relationship that's healthy. I would really love to meet someone who I can rely on. Someone who talks through their problems. Someone who lets me be there for them. You know, because if you've been in something toxic, then it's okay to ask for the qualities that you would now like in someone going forwards, because the universe knows what to serve you if you pick off the menu. If you don't know what you want on the menu, how can it serve up what you're looking for? You know? So imagine yourself going up to the spiritual drive-through and think about what it is that you want, okay? And say it out loud. It's not silly. The universe is listening. You've made up of your spirit team, okay? They're all around you and they're listening. So don't forget to ask. Right, last one for Pisces. And then I'm going for a bath. Ooh, 2. This coming out so much, this one. Heart at the cosmos. Connecting with the cosmos. With the cosmos's heart to experience profound wisdom and love. Aww. Yeah, in sacred geometry, you're a part of that never-ending pattern. Okay, you're not outside of it. You're not separate to it. You're not external to it. And you're not on the periphery. You're bang in the middle of it. Okay, energy flows around. Love is energy. Money is energy. Energy cannot be created, and nor can it be destroyed. Okay, so it ebbs and flows. Okay, if we don't have money now, we will soon. If we don't have love now, we will soon. It's how it is, guys. So you're at one with the universe. Everything, if you're a science person, everything in life is made of carbon. You know, the trees, the ground you stood on. You're made of carbon, okay? So you are part of the universe. We always remove ourselves and have some sort of existential crisis, as if, like, we're so separate to everything, but we're not. We're part of the animal kingdom, and we need to let ourselves just be sometimes. Guidance from the universe. Open. It's hard to read this because there's no spaces. Open to the universe's wisdom for divine guidance and cosmic connection. You know what I really like about sound baths is you lie down on a mat. I don't know if you've done one before, but these men or women with Tibetan sound bowls, sometimes they put the bowls over you or next to you. Sometimes they place them directly on your body, but they hit the side of the bowl and the sound vibrations move through your body and it pushes out like negative energy. You can feel it happening. And I actually had hallucinations. That was a dolphin. swimming through the water. And the only other time I've had hallucinations like that was when I thought it was an eagle. And I sort of visualised everyone like an eagle with their wings flapping. When I went to hot yoga, and there was like 30 of us in a studio and we were all doing the same movements at the same time. It was so fucking cool. And I can't really explain it and I don't fully understand it, but it happens. So this is what I mean when it's like, you've got to get on the same kind of frequency as everyone else and not see yourself as separate. Because we do that to ourselves, you know. You are physically part of the universe and you are, you know, energetically part of the universe, part of the pattern. Okay. Universal wisdom, cosmic connection. Looks like an egg, that, doesn't it? And then it also looks like the sun, the planets around, all synchronizing. Do you ever, like, wish that you just didn't have a brain? I feel like I just think way too much. I don't want to be conscious of myself anymore. Right, a time in for new love for Pisces. No need to hurry. Everyone's getting that. Everyone's getting that, to be honest. Chill the F out. Right, take care. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share the channel, share the video, repost the video, subscribe, follow, show your support. I want to do this full time if I can. I'm a full-time teacher, so I exhaust myself doing both things, but I love what I do, and we are at the point of getting monetized. I'm starting memberships in a few weeks. I just need to sort out the taxes, and yeah, this would be the dream because I love what I do. I found tarot during COVID, going through a really hard time, or tarot found me, should I say. Never thought I'd be doing it. Never ever thought I'd be doing it. But I started watching it and I just thought this is really nice because it's a place where you can say how you're actually feeling and not what you're supposed to be feeling. You know, it's okay to post when things are going good, but I feel like on other apps, that's all people post. And so you don't want to air your dirty laundry necessarily on social media, but I feel like here in a live, you might just see that other people are going through similar shit. Or you might watch a reading and think, oh my God, that's weird because that's what I'm experiencing. You know, and you don't even have to comment, but you get really nice advice on these oracle decks and the universe has got your back. You're in good company. So, you know, if that's all that you learn from watching this, then that's great. That's why I do the channel. You know, it's only to help people. It's not to scam people. I'm not the devil or anything that I'm being called by randos that come in. And I'm glad that people get it and they appreciate it. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you in the next one.